Angel boy, you say that. Never gonna stand a chance. Heartbreak like a sad romance. Said that you never come back again. Been 3 days.
Okay, so it looks like Ngati, by the looks of things, I'm going to end up actually taking a second gap year. A gap year that I was not really planning to take, but you know, in Biloyan, like the way it happens, like what happens happens. So right now, things are not looking very clear. All that I know is I'm waiting for a response from 2 universities. So I look back on my time records, I don't know which universities they are, but 2 universities, and there's hope. I think there's hope personally, but it's a really tough journey right now, and you know, there's a possibility that I actually could end up getting a no thank you from both of those universities, or they could actually just stop replying altogether. So okay, so I need to come to terms with the fact that it could be possible that I actually don't get a place to go to school in 2022, and the reality of it is that I wouldn't say it is what it is, because I feel that I am to blame, honestly. If I had done better, if I had exceptional marks, if I had not spent so much time comparing myself to the people that I went to school with, and actually realize that we are all on such different journeys, and that our parents have different means, financially, emotionally, like physically, I think I could be in a much better position than I am now. Like, I had an opportunity of a lifetime, honestly, to study at the school that I did, to go through the curriculum that I did. And yeah, I did well, shout out to me, but I definitely know that I'm capable of so much more, and I could have done so much better if I had just held myself accountable, man, and actually did all the work that I was supposed to do, but I didn't. And unfortunately, you can't change what really has transpired, understand? So I can't go back in time and be like, Valerie, study hard. Like, I wish I had done that. So the reason behind me making this video right now is for me to look at the me that I am now in the future, possibly, and when I am in that degree, and understand that this is what you paid for, girl. This is you spending a year asking God, a year tutoring kids, a year going to work at a restaurant that sometimes, you know, it really drains you. Like, 9-hour shifts are not child's play, you know. You learning how to invest, and you've done so much. You really have. And honestly, to the younger me, the me from last year, the me that I am now, I'm really proud of you. I think you've done more than most people have in the situation, but there's still room to actually do more. Like, you actually can do more, and you are more than capable. And this sad streak that you're on, spending the whole morning doing absolutely nothing, Netflix is not going to pay these bills. Netflix is not going to find you a school. Netflix is not going to help you find applications. It's not going to help you find scholarships. It's not going to change Simo Salapikayas. So you understand what your Simo is, you understand what your journey is, and you need to come to terms with it and accept it. It's okay. Like, it's not even my fault. It's God's will, and let thy will be done, honestly. So I'll continue to pray, I'll continue to work, but if the cards fall out that Valerie Watson, you are going to stay home for another year, and 2022 is a year of you being at home and tutoring again, going to work again, getting your driver's license again. Not again, but like learning for your learners and taking those and doing those lessons. It's fine. Maziche, it's fine, because there's nothing more that you can do. Anything that is humanly possible for you to do. So right now, all you can do is just save up for your deposit, your registration. You can save up money for going to apply for university. You can carry on making money, also I can be able to pay for the application fees for other universities that last year didn't apply to SHEM. I think one of my biggest mistakes really was being very stingy with my money, and I wasn't saying being stingy, but I was just being cautious, and I didn't apply to certain universities because I felt that I could not afford to apply, because what I earn, you girl, come on, like, it really is a student, like, it really is like someone who is hustling on the side, but that is right now my living, because not like I'm studying or not like I'm doing things, so basically I'm making a living off of this. Like, you know, there's no steady monthly income, and I'm sure you know that, but like, there's no like where it's guaranteed, but every month I make that much, which is why I actually struggle with investing so much, like, which is why no bank will probably ever be able to help me in my current situation to get a loan or anything like that. And you know what, that's okay. Like, as these things, they happen, and these lessons that I'm learning right now are just going to build me into becoming a better person, and it's fine. Like, these things, this is happening to me for a reason. God is trying to show me something that I am supposed to learn, and I guess I have to be okay with that, and I have to take the punches as they come. It's not my fault. I just think I need to make sure that I prioritize on what really matters. I prioritize on getting these kids the marks that they deserve, and getting kids through university, high school, primary school, and making sure they understand what's really important. And I hope that they see me and my testimony and the life that I live, and understand that hard work pays off. I think being the role model for my sister that I am, and never giving up, and always standing up and trying, like just constantly trying and motivating them and reminding them that they have to work hard, because life out there is just, it's not easy, and it's not their fault either. Like, it's not their fault that we are in the situation that we're in. I'm not saying that we're poor, like, no, there are people out there. That's what I think also encourages me even more so, is that there are people out there who honestly don't have the options that I have, who don't have the privilege that I have to be able to employ yourself or work for yourself, or even learn about what investing is, or even know what is such thing as buying shares that can literally be worth less than 2 rand or 1 rand if you are willing to look. I think me doing the hard work now and just showing them that, you know, you are not limited to what the world says you're limited to. You're only limited to the work that you're willing to put in as a person. And right now, Valerie, I'm not gonna lie to you. You sleeping in, you being on your phone, not even like, you're not like even going on Instagram, not doing anything productive. You're just looking at the Shein and Zaful, knowing that you're very rich, but cannot afford to be buying new clothes for absolutely no reason. Like, it's not serving anyone, honestly. And I know the hard work is tough, but we agreed that fire is our goal. First of all, we really want to reach fire, and a power of reaching fire, that means what you actually have to put in the work. That means you actually have to understand what a mutual fund is inside and out, and what the difference between an income fund and a mutual fund is, and understand how the statutory support works. There is so much information. It's already free. You have to actually put in the work file. Like, I'm sorry, like, this is a message to you and yourself, and I hope that by the time you look at this in the future, you understand that, girl, you actually need to work. Actually, you have to do something. Like, no, bro, you can't just be sitting here chilling, because life is not sitting here chilling. Life is moving on, and people are moving on without you, and it's okay. Like, I mean, I remember I was the youngest in my grade in 2020, and now I was okay, cool, 2021, if I can just, like, I'll be starting varsity 1 year early, that's fine. Now, after 2022, I'll be starting varsity on time. Now, I'm just going to start varsity 1 year late. It's absolutely fine. It's all in God's timing. But I'm going to make sure that I apply everywhere that I'm supposed to apply. I'm going to do exactly what I'm supposed to do, because I deserve it. And not because I deserve it because I'm like some special person. Nah, it's not like that. I deserve it because I'm a child of God and I work hard. And you know what? This video is actually not perfect. It's not what I expected it to be, but that was okay. And she's standing busy making dough for chapatis, which I'm going to have for dinner tonight. And the lighting is trash, the angle is bad, and yes, I'm not doing this for anyone. I'm doing it for myself, bruh. I'm doing it for the future me to look at it and be like, okay, this is where we started, this is where we're at, let's keep grinding. And there are hard days, guys. There are really definitely hard days, and I'm doing everything I can not to be depressed, not to be sad, and to actually realize what there's only so much I can do. I am literally one person, and if God has decided that this is the path for me, and this is decided that that's what he wants for me and my friend, come hell, water, come high thunder, can you please reveal what he is born? And if maybe this year is the year that I need not to find out a way come. But one thing I'm not going to do is feel sorry for myself and sit here on some sub story, because excuse me, I'm a distinction baby. Come on, distinction baby. I'm a distinction baby, and sure, it's been 2 years since I got to live up that distinction, and I had distinctions also 2 years in ICSE and AS levels. It's fine. We are where we are right now because that's where we're supposed to be, and the opportunity will rise. The opportunity will avail itself, but the opportunity is not going to avail itself in front of the TV busy watching Netflix. I have to actually go out there and seek the opportunity myself, and that means tutoring more people. That means actually doing my research and completely controlling what I can control. I believe I have the control of where I put my money in. Like, I mean, if I decide to buy McDonald's today or Burger King, that's between me and myself, and it's my decision to make. So the same principle applies. If I decide to invest versus buying myself brand new shoes or brand new clothes, then I feel I will reap the rewards of that investment, or I'll reap the rewards of the delicious food that I would have eaten. But like I said again, I'm going to control what I can control. The serenity prayer is going to become my daily bread. Today is what, I think it's the 1st of February. This is the day I actually supposed to upload my first YouTube video. So I think I'm going to sit down, I'm going to edit this video right now, and I'm going to upload it, because this is my reality and this is my truth, and I want my channel to be around my truth. I want my channel to be a documentary. I want it to be a pledge, not a pledge, but a tribute of my life and everything that I'm going through and who I'm going to become. And I want to use it as a means of therapy to rinse my mind. So to anyone here who has been rejected by universities, who has sat down on a first gap year, who has sat down on a second gap year, here's to us, man. Like, here's to us who are fighting and not going to give up, because I have a whole entire 12 months ahead of me. I'm thankful because in the graves right now, there are people who wish they had made it to 18, who wish they were looking forward to seeing their 19th birthday, who wish. There are so many people who are buried right now under the sand, who do not live life, and who spend so much time dreaming and regretting and having ideas but not seeing them through. I'm going to see my dreams through, and I'm going to fight for myself because I deserve that much. And I deserve to at least look back on my life and be like, well, at least I tried. So, yeah, the lighting is trash, but the message is strong. And it's not a message to anyone in particular, it's a message to me. So if you feel like you resonate with this message, or you know someone that resonates with this message, if you're watching on the side, you can share it, you can show them, but this is mainly for myself. And it's a little dear diary to me, a dear Future Rie, a dear Valerie. One day I want you to look back at this in all your success and be like, that's where I started, and that's what I was doing, and understand the pain that you feel right now, and understand that your pain is valid. Yeah, it's valid, but it's not forever. Like, we do not stay in the same place. We can choose whether we're going up or we're going down, and our actions dictate which path we fall onto. So that's my actions shall dictate that I'm going to a path that is going north, because I deserve to go north, because that north is where I am. And this is just the beginning. The opportunities are endless, the time is extra, and God has provided me with the opportunity to still be alive and still be here. This means it's another year to save, another year to invest, another year to find myself, grow myself, and pay attention to myself. And until I find myself and know myself, I don't think what I deserve will come to me, because I need to create a space where what I want and need has the ability to come to me, if that's making sense. If it's not, that's okay. But this is really a message to myself and a promise to myself that 2022 is not going to be trash. It's going to be better than 2020. It's going to be better than 2021, and it's going to be itself, and it's going to bring me success and joy and happiness in its own way. If that's making sense, even if it's not, it's okay. It makes sense to me, and that is what I want. So I want to look back at the end of this year on the 1st of December, or maybe next year on the 1st of January, and be like, okay, cool. So that's what you said on the 1st of February, but like, where are you now? What are you doing now? Like, how have we grown now? Like, what can we say? Our portfolio looks like this. How does it look now? Do you have savings for this, or do you have savings now? Am I Valerie without a driver's license, or am I Valerie with a driver's license? Like, we need to make the change that we want to see in this world. We need to be that change. I need to take my space, and I need to control what I can control, because I can't control everything. But there are a few things. Like, I can wake up in the morning and exercise. I can choose to do that. It's free. So I can choose to do those things, or I can sit there and watch Netflix like a couch potato. But it's up to me to be the change in my life that I want to see, to learn the lessons that I want to learn, and to grow the way that I want to grow. So that's the plan. That's the narrative. I can't believe I actually put for 12 minutes. Like, I can't believe myself. Anyways, I'm sure when I edit it, it'll probably be a bit shorter. I'm really sorry about the lighting, the quality, but Tinyani, this is who I am. It's what I'm going through, and it's my truth. And it might not be your truth, but it's my truth. It's not a story time. It's just me. And the coffee from in the morning. I could at least change my shirt, but then again, like I said, it's the reality. This is what I am right now, and the angle is so bad because I'm cooking. Sorry. Anyways, I will see you next time. I don't know when next time is. Next time I have a mental breakdown, or me to talk to myself and figure out, because I mean, when I now consult the baddest nerds, the smartest person I know. Why did I speak to her? Anyways, yeah, I'm supposed to close. I think I've closed off this video how many times now? Okay, shout out.
You're back again, but I'm not your man. No, I'm not your man.